Welcome to a new episode of the Radiology News Network. Today I have special guests from the Leiden University Medical Center. They are winners of a challenge by Facebook to develop a method for fast MRI reconstruction based on artificial intelligence. My first guest is Professor Thijs van Os, MR physicist. Thijs, can you please explain the general background of the challenge and the collaboration with Philips HealthTech?
Yes, the background of the challenge was that you had to reconstruct MR images from the raw data as it comes out of the MR scanner, the K-space. And then the challenge was that to see whether we could also get good reconstructed MR images with much less data. So, for example, if you would only have a fourth of the data measured, could you still reconstruct a good MR image? And you can understand why this is important both for us as well as for Philips. And this will make MR scans quicker and therefore also more robust against motion. And of course we have a long collaboration with Philips, so we continuously exchange ideas. And for this topic it was really clear that we both had clear interest in this. And the funny thing is that also two former PhD students of our department are now working within Philips on this topic, Nicola Pezzotti and Jeroen van Gemert. So that also really helped in this collaboration to get started.
My next guest is Dr. Mohammed Elmadi. Mohammed, can you please explain the method, the magic trick that you performed that led to the award?
Yes, actually it wasn't one single trick. It was like bag of tricks. First the most important thing is that we tried to embed domain knowledge expertise into our network. So starting from undersampling K-space, we developed an iterative learning-based approach to reconstruct a full K-space and a full resolution image. Another trick is to include and embed the knowledge from the correlation between different slices. So instead of only reconstruct one slice, we also include as one slice before and one slice after that. This trick really helped a lot, the reconstruction, because now the network learns what's the correlation between different slices. Another trick also is to embed some knowledge from radiologists and also from Thijs, of course, the knowledge from what's the phase, how the phase should be, and how the background should be, and how to include noise similar to the noise that radiologists really like to see in the images.
And what do you think, why you won this challenge?
Actually, because we tried a lot of experiments, like a lot of hypotheses, a lot of explored a lot of ideas, like, for example, for the losses of the network or how the final image should look like. We tried at least 20 combinations of losses, and we have been running like at least 5 to 6 experiments per week. I guess this wouldn't be possible without the computational powers available at LCAP and LUMC that enable us to really run lots of experiments and lots of and explore lots of hypotheses during such a short time. It was just 4 or 5 months. It was really a tough time.
The next guest is Dr. Sahar Yousefi. Sahar, can you please give a summary of the results?
Yeah, sure. The evaluation of the results were done in 2 steps. The first step was technical evaluation based on SSIM metric, and based on the results, top teams were invited in the challenge. And the second step was evaluating the images by 7 different radiologists. By using 4 different scores like noise ratio, artifact sharpness, and diagnostic confidence. And they didn't care about diagnostic interchangeability.
So what track did you actually win from the challenge?
So for this challenge, there were 3 different tracks, and we won the most difficult one, that was 8 times faster MRI acquisition.
So I think you must be very proud.
Yeah, of course, I am.
The next guest is Dr. Marius Staring from the Image Processing Lab here in Leiden. Marius, can you please comment on the future plans? Can this clinically be applied?
Not yet, I think. So during the announcement that we actually did so well on this challenge, they also showed some results. And well, what was particularly striking is that sometimes there were some anomalies in the scan, like little nodules or something in between the knee bands. And it was striking to me that they were not picked up by any of the AI algorithms. And this is actually the most important thing of the scans sometimes, if this is what you base your diagnosis on. So I think, well, the good news is there's still a lot of research to do. So I think that this is definitely what we want to look into, AI safety, and maybe improve our algorithms based on our current work, and see what the next steps are that we can make. And so we are talking to Philips also, like how we can continue our promising collaboration, I think, and also extend this to beyond the knee. So we're thinking of to also go to neuro, to the heart, and to head and neck imaging. So these are like 3 important areas of the body that we are really going to look into. And I think next to the technical improvements that we need to make, we really need to do much more radiological evaluation. So we need to collaborate with people like yourself and see if we can put our strengths together, basically, to make this happen. But some work is still needed.
And how does this approach compare to compressed sensing?
Yeah, so compared to compressed sensing, the results look much better, both qualitatively, and also we can get much greater speed ups. So that's the good news. In a rather short development time, with a strong but also quite a small team between LUMC and Philips, we were able to make something that gives surprisingly realistic images. So that's an extremely encouraging result. So that gives me hope that we can actually bring this to the clinic within a reasonable time.